After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
They go play action here on first down. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Come on, Dragon 60. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at their own 27.
Baylor tight. Set.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket right situation, travel, practice, all of those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Herbert now. Now to the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Set, go.
Hampton going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll push forward to the 37. Gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8. And now they'll shift things around.
18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Drop 60. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I don't think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Let's go. Liking 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Down at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Get it. Back up.
Straight ahead, Walker. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19, Charger, 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10. Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Maybe he hits him in stride. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Herbert going to change the look.
3rd and 1.
Home to right. Baylor tight.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass in just under 20 yards. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size?
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. That's taken in by Arroyo. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On the set. Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert off the play action. Rolling to his left. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 24.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 3. Throw out wide to Walker. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Cowboy 8, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Walker has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, like.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Still going inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Chargers 35, Seahawks 32. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Reek Woolen in on the stop. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And finally he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give him to Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Herbert now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back to Walker on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Step liking, reload. Let go.
To the right side, this is Walker. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So,
and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Down the sideline he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 46, Chargers 42.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And Walker once more. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. There's one more score, and this game's over.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL single-game rushing record.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready? Ready, ready?
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Seahawks 53, Chargers 42. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert going to change the play here.
21.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Cougar 19. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And that should just about do it.
That's good for a
Hawk
Seahawks.
70. Hawk 70.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.